Hi guys. So this is going to be another video about women's safety. Um, there's been some things in the news that I hadn't really addressed or been able to talk about yet. I mean, women's safety is like always there at the forefront of, my mind, my heart, and all of that. And um, I just, I was listening to uh this live. Like I just came up on this person's TikTok live, and I'm gonna be honest. I honestly think a lot of it, he's doing it for the attention. Like I really do. I think he's really doing it to debate. I think he's doing it for attention and things like that. But at the same time, I also think, I have a real true feeling that he really actually does what he says he does. Now, what he does um is he uses the women's restroom just whenever he wants to. If he because as I'm listening, I listen to this guy maybe 15 minutes or so. It's hard to do that, I'm gonna be honest. But I'm sitting here and I'm listening to him, and like the first thing that came to my mind, first thing, I'm like, why? And at the end of the day, he really doesn't have a reason. His reasoning is because I want to, which is pretty much number one. Men's bathroom may be dirty, men's bathroom may be locked, men's bathroom may be whatever. Now, honestly and truly, the chances of any of that are kind of slim to none. If anything, it's going to be the women's bathroom that's probably going to be broken or unclean or something like that, because more women use it more. Also, you have a lot of silly women who, still flush their female products down toilets and stop them up. And that's the craziest thing to me in 2024. That is crazy to me. It seems like to me that's one of the first things that you tell your daughter, don't flush them, but that's a whole another thing. So, um, this guy's reasoning was just because it's there. It's there for me to use. Or what if I can't hold it? Or what, at the end of the day, it really all boiled down to everyone he talked to who was kind of trying to debate him was, I it's there, and I can. And if I walk into the bathroom, walk into the stall, it's enclosed, and I relieve myself, as he said, which is just sounds disturbing to me, just the way he put it, and leave out, wash my hands, and leave out the bathroom, leave out the stall, wash my hands, and leave out the bathroom. Who have I hurt? Who have I bothered? Who have I, what did I do? What's wrong with that? And the thing about it to me is that what it's boiling down to with him and men who are doing things to put women in harm's way or make women feel uncomfortable is just because they can. That's literally what it's boiling down to. Just because we can. Because, at the end of the day, they know most women are not going into the men's bathroom. They're just not. Now, there are some women who do. There are some women sometimes who do. I think I've only gone into a men's bathroom maybe once, maybe twice, but I'm really going to say probably once. And I think it was, to take my little boy in there at that time. And that was years ago, many years ago. Um, and it was nothing did happen or whatever like that. But at the end of the day, it's a threat issue to a woman. It's a threat issue. You know what I'm saying? They know it's a threat issue. They know women will feel unsafe. You know what I'm saying? They also know, and you know, you guys got to excuse my ignorance. Now, I don't know if laws change by states. Usually they do. So I don't know honestly what the law is in my state if something like that were to happen. But usually, a lot of times when men do stuff like that, they've already checked it out. They've looked at the laws. Most of them are very well equipped in knowing the law. So making a woman feel unsafe, making a woman feel scared. Little girls, of course, are the main things that people will talk about if there's some big grown man, and my little girl needs to use the bathroom. Oh, well, I didn't do anything to her. Oh, well, yeah, well, sure, she can come in and use the bath. These are guys who, as I said, are just doing stuff because they can. Just because they can. They know that they shouldn't do that. Why? Why? Well, why shouldn't I? Well, I didn't do anything to her. What? And it boils down to the fact that men know, men like that know, because I have to believe that most men in society aren't just freely going into women's bathroom like nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's a certain select few who want to challenge the laws, who want to, you know, just don't give a shit if they make women feel uncomfortable. They really don't. Um and that's really what it boils down to. They know that probably nothing is going to happen. Now, the other thing I wanted to bring up, I'm also going to bring up, what I think women can do or should do or what have you. But before I get to that, um he was, a lot of women were, up there saying why they thought too, and they couldn't really give him a solid reason as to why. Everybody's argument is pretty much the same. Like, dude, you just shouldn't do that. Like, dude, you're pulling your pecker out and, well, oh, well, I'm in an enclosed stall. Nobody can see me. It's just, it's more of a moral issue, which is why it's hard for someone to win that debate. And he knows that. It's more of a moral issue. And that's it. And so you can't really argue with him on right and wrong, because his thing is just keep going to be, oh, well, why? Well, I didn't do anything though. But why? Well, I didn't do anything though. And at the end of the day, how do you really argue a moral issue, because everybody morals are different? You know what I'm saying? He's being an ass. He know he's being an ass by saying that. He knows that, okay, well, yeah, maybe not you. Maybe not you. And that's the whole thing. You could be a threat and you could not be a threat. I don't know that though. And that's the whole thing. I don't know if it's you could be a threat to my daughter or not. You say you're not, I have to just go with that and allow you to do this. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, most women are not a threat to a man. So men aren't afraid of that. You know what I'm saying? A guy probably would be pretty okay with a woman going into a bathroom or whatever, like that's pretty much okay, He wouldn't feel threatened or whatever, but it's a safety and a threatening issue for women and children. And one of the things that he said, and see, he people don't listen. People don't listen. He said, oh, well, statistically, and I don't know if this is true or not. This is something he said. I didn't research it. He said, oh, well, more children are trafficked by women than they are by men. So he used that argument as to show that, see, men aren't a threat to little children in a bathroom. Okay, you're saying traffic, sir. We're not. We're talking about sexual assaults and child molestation. That is definitely done more so by men, where men are more of a threat to women. We're not talking about sex trafficking. We're talking about being a threat and physically being a predator to children. That is done more by men. Period, point blank, whatever. And see, he threw that argument out because he knows people aren't really listening. People are in their emotions and not really listening to what he's saying. So he threw out a sex trafficking statistic, but that's not the issue in a bathroom with children or women. We're talking about assaults. Let's bring the assault issue, which he's not going to do. But at the end of the day, I would say, a woman who is in that position, if you are worried about a man coming into the bathroom with you, go in there. And if there's no other women in there, or if you do see a woman or something coming, let her in and then go in there and lock the door. Go in there and lock the door, because while you're in there, you're going to ensure your safety. Now, if the man, see, what that is going to do is that's going to cause the man who wants to just follow a woman in there or go in there, that's going to cause a man to have to go to somebody at the store, at the what have you, and say, oh, the bathroom's locked. Can you let me into a women's bathroom? Oh, and that's going to be an issue. That's going to be an issue. And I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't give a shit. If a man is trying to get into the bathroom with me, or if I find him in there with me, I'm going to start screaming. I don't give a shit. Yes, I don't care if he has not been a threat. I feel threatened. My safety is now an issue. I'm going to start screaming to the top of my to the top of my lungs. I'm going to scream, because it's not about you didn't do anything to me. It's about the fact that you can, or my child, or my little boy. So this is the reason, first of all, why I stopped using public bathrooms. I stopped like long time ago. When there was an issue with this whole trans thing, and I know the fact that all these men are not just necessarily trans, and the fact that you can just go put on a dress and say my name is Keisha. Yeah, I stopped then. I stopped then, and I encouraged my daughter to stop. My daughter was young enough, and of course I go into the bathroom with her. Even as a teenage girl, I'm still going into the bathroom with her. Um, that's my solution. That's my solution. Go in there and lock the door to ensure your safety. Hopefully you ain't going to be in there that long where another woman is going to have to go get somebody to unlock the door. But even if they do, oh, sorry, that was a mistake. Yeah, I locked the door for my safety. She has to go and get somebody to, okay, well, let her in. That's fine. That's fine. But normally I will try to get a bathroom that is by itself. That's normally what I'll do. I'll go in there to one by myself. You know what I'm saying? Um, if this is a public bathroom with stalls and things like that, then normally I won't use them. Or, like I say, for a woman and children's safety, go in there and lock the door. Go in there and lock the door. Um, there was also a thing where in New York, there was a serial puncher. There was a man just literally going around for at least a month or more, because a lot of women wasn't saying anything. A lot of women feel very helpless because of the laws that we have. And So yeah, there was a man who told her, one of these women, because after, let me go into it a little more. This man, first of all, has been caught. I, I honestly believe that there was more than one man, because there was women who took pictures of different men. All of them were black, and not that that necessarily matters, but they took pictures of all of these men, and there were different men. Now, they caught one guy who a lot of women had identified. This man was extremely scary, because even when women were ignoring him, even when women were just trying to walk fast and what, I mean, this man was literally talking to these women, which is very psychotic, talking to these women like he knew him. Well, why you going so fast? Like, what, wait, where you going? Like he's literally making it sound like he knows these women. That's what's crazy about it. Um, anyway, this, you know, so many of these men know that there's nothing that can be done. So one of the women that got punched said that the man told her, call the cops, call the cops. Because he already knows the laws. He already knows by the time a cop is going to come, he going to be long gone. You know what I'm saying? And so there's nothing to prove that that was him. There's nothing to prove that, I mean, and especially in a big city like New York, this is where it was happening, was in New York. Especially in a big city like New York. How you gonna find this dude? You know what I'm saying? And so men are doing a lot of crimes of opportunity against women, because they know nothing is going to happen, or they're not going to get caught. This is why women need to carry something on themselves. This is why women need to be very, very vigilant. A few of these women were literally looking down on their phone and not paying attention, and getting punched, getting hit in the face. They also know, men also are exercising the knowledge of the fact that most men aren't going to do anything. We're in that society where most men don't give a shit about something happening to a woman. Um, and yeah, if men knew that many more men were standing up to help a woman and keep a woman safe and stuff like that, they wouldn't be doing this. But they know we're in a society right now where most other men are going to turn their head, not going to do anything, and going to say, "Oh, but that ain't none of my business." He might know her, like, I ain't got nothing to do with that, and that's the kind of society that we're in. And so men are taking advantage of stuff like that, like they really are. I had one man. There was a this was on Instagram when this was going around. And the man said, well, I could go to jail. Now, anyway, he was like, okay, I can go to jail. And he was like, even if a man come up and punch my wife, I might go to jail if I try to defend her. And I'm just like, dude, I pray to God your wife will freaking divorce you for saying some shit like that, not protecting her. So that means literally, dude, you would let another man come up and punch your wife, and you ain't gonna do nothing about it because you can possibly go to jail. Like, seriously, it's not worth it. It's not worth it to you to go to jail to protect your wife's safety. Like, that's disappointing to me as a woman. You ain't even my husband, and that's disappointing to me. Because what the hell? So what? I went to jail. Some man came up and hit my wife, and the cops really would arrest you. Really think cops really would arrest you, and you gonna sit and spend time in jail with all of the stuff that's going on here in America, and people getting away with things and getting away with crimes, but they finna hold a man in jail for protecting his wife. Like, seriously? Yeah, he might get a fine. He might get a fine, but just like these men are getting away with this stuff and knowing that it's going to be okay for them. I really don't think cops are going to be worried about searching for the husband or the brother or the cousin or whoever that protected a woman after she was assaulted. I really don't think they're really going, I really don't think it's cops out there, you know, trying, I don't think that there's cops out there who are literally going around trying to chase down and find men who have protected a woman. I just don't think so. I just don't think so. And so men are getting away with doing stuff like this because women are scared. Women aren't going to say anything. They know they can get away with that. They know ain't nobody really going to say anything. And so they're taking advantage of those laws. That's exactly what's going on. Women carry something. Women, please protect yourself. I think women all need to be armed. I really do. I really think women need to be armed. Um, these are crimes of opportunity. These are crimes that men know that they more than likely are going to get away with because ain't nobody going to say anything. And that's really the bottom line to it. I think that is the reason why these type of crimes are happening. So, um, yeah, that's really all I wanted to say. Women, keep yourself safe. Carry an alarm. I've gotten on here before and I've talked about that Bond app more than once. You can download that app and for about, I don't remember what the cost is now because I just whatever it is I pay it. But the cost is not so high that you should worry about it being too high for your safety. Like it's really really not. I don't remember what the cost is. You honestly need to get on there and go to your app store, find that app. It's called Bond, Bond. They will monitor you, they will track you. There's live monitoring, like there's all kinds of stuff that you can use. You can use that app for your safety. um I'm not getting paid for it. I wish I was. I'm not getting paid for it, so I can't really go into, right now all the different specifics of it, but it is a safety app. It's something that I've had, something that has helped me, something that I've used for many years at this point, and I don't think there's a cost that's too high that I won't ever use it or that I won't ever keep what do you call it, reinstating my monthly plan. I really don't. um Protection, being vigilant, watching out for your surroundings. Like I said, a lot of those women who got punched weren't looking, which is called what we used to call a sucker punch. And it's extremely cowardly for a man to hit a woman. And I mean, come on now. The woman is slower than you, so even if she runs after you, like, what's she gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Really, what is she going to do? And we're in a society, like I say, where most people are going to say, "Oh, well, what did she do? Well, what happened? Why did he hit her?" Not. I mean, literally trying to act like a man just wouldn't walk up to a woman and just hit her. Like, come on. Normally, no. But you got a lot of sickos out here right now that's taking advantages of the laws right now. And one of the things, and I'm going to be honest with you, one of the reasons why I'm more than likely not following Democratic policies anymore and Democratic presidents anymore, especially right now. Right now, I'm on the fence of not voting for now one of these pieces of crap that's on the ballot right now. But I really think right now Republicans are going to be a lot more tougher on crime. I mean, I don't think it's going to be good for everybody, You know what I'm saying? But I really do think that they're probably going to be a lot more tougher on crime. However, there's a whole lot more though that women will probably suffer under Republicans though. That's the dilemma. That's the dilemma that we have. It's like you're giving us two choices of two shit bags. Really what you're doing. We got Biden right now who is I don't know what the hell is going on with him and his memory and all of the bullshit that he's doing right now. And then you got Trump, who right now is a goddamn raving psychopath. Those are our choices. Like, that's what you're giving us. So, ladies, keep yourself safe. I'm going to cut the video off. You guys, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit all notifications so that you know when I upload new videos. Leave me a comment. Please let me know what you think about what I said. Hopefully, I made myself clear. And you guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And until the next video, I'll see you next time.